let's go.
All right, no more N-words. We're rolling.
All right.
What's up, dude?
What up, guys?
Fucking Michael Dunn, guys.
Michael Dunn is on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Hell yeah. This is a long time coming.
Dude,
We've been wanting as a
Michael
guest for a
Dunn.
while.
Mm-hmm.
The one and only.
His last name is indicative of his comedy career. Oh,
Oh, that was a joke he had saved for you.
Yeah, that's good.
Pretty
I hit
sick.
the hip hop on that one.
Yeah, we just got done with the game of roast at Twisters, and none of us won.
No, we didn't.
Pretty fucking sad.
I was
Yeah.
a panelist,
Yeah.
and somehow I didn't win. I'm fucking pissed about that.
Yeah, I lost to Lacey, but I do want to point out every single comic came up to me and they were like, "You had that, bro." So, whatever.
I thought you had it.
Thanks,
I think
bro.
you had it too.
Yeah.
I've lost to a girl
I think you
before.
had it.
It's tough losing to a girl.
Every time you talk to one, whoa.
Hey.
Oh!
There we
Fuck
go.
you, Caleb.
No,
You whittly.
no,
You whittly don't even have a girlfriend, dude.
no. She don't know her.
I'm pretty drunk. How drunk is everyone else?
I'm pretty sober.
I'm at like a 2.
Yeah, I say
Out of
2.
I was coming down, but the beer, I'm almost back at
Good.
baseline.
He'll be
so,
Good.
He'll be
I'm
back.
about a 7 right now.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I need to be
Really
at a
drunk.
solid 5 in order to drive a vehicle.
Yeah.
That's good. Nothing
So
wrong with it.
I have to get back up there.
Nothing wrong
Dace,
with
you
it.
were a good panelist, dude. You were like fucking lively and
Thank you,
jumping
man.
up, and
I
it was
appreciate it.
cool.
He came in and he like asserted his dominance.
It was so
Yeah.
much fun. It
You
was
stood
so
up.
much fucking fun.
Yeah.
And we planned to all wear sunglasses beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Dace
Cool.
Dace was lively. Speaking of lively, what happened to that? Lively Beer Works. What happened to that show? Yeah.
I decided to pursue other avenues. That's what happened. Yeah. No, they said they were done with comedy until the summertime, and then they said hit us back up in the summer. I never did because I
Nice.
moved on.
Yeah.
I'm on to bigger and better
We're done with
things.
That's
comedy
right.
for the
Yeah,
summertime.
There you go.
Fuck
Mhm.
yeah, dude.
So, bro, you know what's actually crazy about that?
What?
Is I was cleaning a pool the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been doing this pool for like 6 months. I'm a pool guy. You guys know I'm a pool guy. I've been cleaning this. I'm not even joking.
We have similar jobs.
Yes. I'm cleaning this pool for about 6 months, and finally the lady comes out, and she's like, "Oh, blah blah blah. I switched from a copper cleaning system to a chlorine, blah blah blah." And she's talking, and she's like, "I'm looking for this text message because I text one of the repair guys, and I look at her shirt, and she's wearing a Lively shirt with like the little symbol on it." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Hold on." I was like, "Do you work at Lively?" And she was like, "No, my son owns it."
Whoa.
I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "For real?" And she's like, "Yeah, they're not doing very good." Oh fuck! I was like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's a tough time. Nobody wants to come out and spend money on craft beer, blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I used to do a comedy show there." And she was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, shit.
And I was like, "Yeah, I did like 6 there, and then we did a Don't Tell there. It was really cool." And she's like, "Oh yeah. Well, have a nice day." She like went inside after that.
She like ended
Bro,
it abruptly.
Yeah, dude, this was last week. So the owner of Lively's mom, I clean her pool.
Damn.
So yeah,
Damn.
It all
That's
goes full
crazy.
circle, dude.
it is. It's full circle. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, the last show I did there, I don't know if it was the last one you actually did there.
Yeah.
Was that on the last one?
Yeah. Well, you're the last one, and then there was Don't Tell right after that. So it was the
Okay.
second to
Nice.
last one.
Yeah, I was on the last like showcase. That shit was brutal.
It was brutal, bro. Getting people out at a show on Sunday is tough, man.
Yeah, it was like
really
on a
is.
Sunday night, and there were like 3 people there.
Sunday nights are really tough.
And they
Yeah.
sat at the back and they talked amongst themselves the entire time.
Yeah.
They whispered, but the acoustics in there are so bad that like you can tell they're talking about you.
Right, yeah.
Right.
It was trying to please 2 people. It's pretty tough.
No, it was a good spot downtown, but just the Sunday nights, and they're like, we'll give you $100, which is enough to pay the comics pretty much barely.
Yeah.
And so it's
yeah.
like after a while, it's just not even worth it. And so
Sunday's brutal, bro.
Yeah.
when they said they were done, I was kind of relieved. Honestly, I was like, thank God, I don't have to
Yeah.
do that shit anymore.
I don't
So,
blame you. I don't blame you.
But
I did the one.
Rest in peace, Lively.
rest, R.I.P.
I probably did one of the last ones Nick did there. Nick Campbell.
Yeah.
Shout out Nick Campbell. But It was tough too, dude.
Yeah.
I was like fresh off like a 6-month break from comedy, and then I came back and I did a set, and it was brutal.
Yeah.
I fucking
Yeah,
bombed my ass
I
off.
was on that show with you. That was like my 3rd or 4th ever show ever.
Yeah, I forgot you were on that.
That one was brutal.
I bombed my fucking ass off.
I bombed, but one guy was laughing really hard to the point where, and I'm so new to comedy, I was like, oh no, like, is my fly undone? Like, do I have cum on my shirt? Like, what's going on?
That's really bad if you're making one guy laugh and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I must be embarrassing myself
Right.
to someone.
Yes. And then I
Yeah.
came off stage, like, after the show, he and his wife came up to me, and he was like, you were so funny. That horse's joke was so good. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And then his wife was like, you made him cry laughing. And I was like, holy shit.
Damn, dude.
That felt good. But I did bomb. But for that one guy, I killed. And I was like, hell yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, dude.
Michael, we've wanted to have you on a podcast for a long time, dude.
Yeah, it's good to
It's
be
been
here.
a long time.
I'm sorry
coming.
I'm so drunk for your first time on here, but,
No, it's okay.
you know, what
It's
can
fun,
you do?
man.
It's all good,
Me
dude.
too.
You're not even
we
drunk.
Had
You
we
can
had a
drive.
good night. Been drinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
fucking Caden came in clutch with those beers. like,
He really
halfway through
did.
the show.
He
He and
really
I,
did.
dude, we
Oh
were
my God.
after I did my panel set. I went up to him and he was like, "I get stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah. Where's a beer? I want another beer." And he was like, "Yeah, there's no more left." He was like, "You want to go on a beer run?" And I was like, "Yes, let's go on a beer run." So we went. We just left the show, went on a beer run, and then came back.
To on cue.
Yeah, it was just on
yeah.
the corner.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Yeah, because, like, he came to me.
He was the hero of the show.
Dude, he came to me after my set and he was like, do you want a beer? And I was like, yeah. And I touched it and it was ice cold, dude.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
The mountains were blue on that Coors Light cam. That's all you can ask for.
Hell yeah.
It's
It's
good.
tough, dude.
Tonight was a fun night.
It
Yeah.
was a good night,
It
dude.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to be a fun night.
Was it recorded? Do you guys know?
I think they record everything, bro. Because like all the shit that I've been doing there, they'll just post like a random clip, and I'm
I
like, oh,
wanna
I guess
see
you guys
that.
were filming.
I want to see
You
that.
know?
That was
You're like
fun.
in at Twisters.
Kinda, yeah.
You're like
Well,
the guy.
Well, that's. I mean, if we're being, that's because Taylor Dunn was like, do you want to take this over? So
Yeah, because me, Taylor, and Caleb did the first one.
yeah.
And the first one was horrible. And then he was like, hey, I have to go out of town for a couple weeks. Do you guys want to do it? And I'm pretty sure me and Caleb just didn't respond.
I did.
I didn't respond.
What's funny
Oh,
was
yeah.
I responded, and then he was like, "Hey, Michael, you want to do it?"
That's
mean-
good, dude.
Well, shit. I'm glad I got to do it. I'm glad you guys didn't want to do it, I guess.
You were killing it.
Yeah, no, dude, it was the reason I think I got it was the first night I was there. I was just kind of like, fuck it, I don't care. And the dip heads showed up, like
Yeah.
all the dip heads, and there was a bunch
The
of
dip
comics.
heads.
The
They're
dip
the
heads,
homies.
The dip heads are homies, and the dip heads were really nervous. And so I was like, oh, I'm about to fuck with them.
Really?
Dude. Yeah,
Nice.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Nice.
they're nervous. They're going to get the fucking business, And I gave them the business, and it was funny. And that's kind of how it all started. And but after 2 months of doing like basically the rip off Kill Tony thing, and you have all
Right.
these I have these interactions with Caden and Austin and Zach,
Right.
and then like week after week it kind of gets stale because it's like,
Yeah, you know
I already
everybody.
got your ass last
Right.
week, bro, and I don't want
Yeah.
to do it again.
You have
So
to
then
keep doing it.
they come up with this animosity, kind of like, oh, he was a real dick last week, so now they're kind of like,
Oh,
fuck you,
no.
what's up, Michael?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so
yeah,
it kind of
yeah.
makes the whole show kind of like hard.
I
a
still
little bit.
haven't done that, Mike. I got to come out there and do it after a Thursday.
Yeah, I think
JJ's.
maybe Austin will be a little chiller because I was trying to hit him where not really hit him where it hurts, but I was trying to, you make them the butt of the joke. That's
Right.
what the show is basically. you know?
I mean, yeah, and that's something that whoever's on stage at the moment has to deal with too.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
gonna make them better too.
right.
I gotta get up there. I gotta.
The tough thing about that show is when I went, it was mostly comics. And I was like, all right, so I can do some new shit or some really old shit.
Right.
So we'll give it a whirl. But it like I don't know. I didn't know I didn't want to do the shit I've been doing at like Bricktown because
Right.
everyone's heard it.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Well, and to sit there and have your material judged by me is kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
you know what I
we go to
mean?
the
Like-
same mics. We both bombed
Yeah.
on Tuesday,
Yeah.
and
I was
then
like,
on
this
Thursday
fucking
you're telling
loser's
me
gonna
it's
tell
shit.
me if I'm funny,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
so
like on Tuesday, I do a new joke, and you're like, "Hey, I like that new joke. That's a good
Yeah.
angle." And then on Thursday, you're like, "He's dog shit at comedy. He's awful.
This guy actually sucks.
This joke
that's
is
what,
going
dude, that's what it
nowhere."
felt like, and people that's what people laugh at, and so you have to fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
boo.
I get it though. I
yeah,
get it.
and so I don't want to go up there and fucking I don't want to do that. I don't want to be up there on the mic and be judged by fucking Slaughter or whoever the fuck
Right.
it is.
You're
you
good
know?
at it though. You're quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it works out.
Well, it's like you try to keep it a little chill, especially like I don't know. It's fun. It was a fun thing to do. I'm
Yeah.
glad it's over though. Glad it's
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
I'm glad the roast battle is over too. That was one of those things on the lineup where you're like, ah,
You
fuck.
did. You
Yeah.
did lose to a girl. Josh Trio.
Ooh. yeah. He is a huge girl.
You and I
lost to
both
a
lost
girl.
to girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
What can you do, dude?
Yeah.
What can you do?
I also lost to Josh Trio about a year ago for a roast battle. So actually, Josh is like super manly as fuck.
Yeah.
So fuck you guys. Josh
had-
is a manly
I had a
man.
Josh joke I wanted to give you. Would you like to hear it?
yeah.
Josh has one testicle.
Yeah.
Hitler also had one testicle. But that's where the similarities end. Because when Hitler spoke into a mic, people listened.
Fuck, dude, I would have taken that.
I
'cause
know.
I said
Pretty
something
good.
about his
I know.
ball.
I didn't
Yeah.
give it. I didn't
Fuck,
get a
dude.
chance to give it to you, but I would have given it to you for sure.
Dude, Josh is a tough cookie, man. He's a fucking.
is.
He's a hard one to. Bro,
He is,
honestly,
dude.
man, that last roast battle with him, the last game I roast with him and Cody,
Yeah.
like that shit was close, bro. Like,
I bet.
afterwards,
I
was
didn't
kinda
realize he was on the last one.
like, he almost should have won the last one, dude. Really, but
Damn.
Cody, I mean, you know, Cody, he did his thing, dude.
Yeah.
So, but
Cody's better than Josh.
well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see next
Cody
week.
are gonna
Troutman is
see.
better than Josh Trio.
Yeah.
I'll go to the next show if I can get a free ticket. I'm definitely not paying to see Cody and Josh roast each other.
Right.
I'm out on that, dude.
Right.
It's tough, dude. We should give an update because we talked about it on the last episode. Liver King was arrested in Austin. I believe he
Yeah.
was held for 24 hours, and now he's been released. And I actually sent you a video of
Yeah.
him because now there's a restraining order. Joe Rogan has officially filed a restraining order
Oh wow.
against Liver King. If you would, could you pull up the video of him trying to speak without, like, going against the restraining order? Because it's very funny. I think
Yeah,
it's-
you did send it to me, right?
I did send it to you on Instagram. I think it's one of the funniest things ever.
After being arrested on terrorism charges in downtown Austin for threatening Joe Rogan's life with knife, bombs, dogs, and hours of online content, the Liver King was released from police custody 24 hours later with a
Oh, looks like
restraining
you.
order and immediately went back to posting unhinged, rambling videos about Joe Rogan.
Isn't that
I've
Dace?
been given the gift of a restraining order just recently. And so if anybody knows if someone else whose first name rhymes with blow, whose last name is Rogan, I'm not allowed to say it for copyright. I might sue you.
Copyright.
You're not allowed to laugh. I'll sue you and put you in jail on that one too. If anybody knows if he's around the Capitol,
Don't laugh.
there's a restraining.
Don't
I'm not
fucking
allowed to say
I
that
won't.
either. Just let me know if he'll be within 200 yards. How do I say this without saying? This is tough.
After being arrested on terrorism
It's so funny, dude. Just trying to, like, dance around a restraining order,
That's crazy.
but at the same time
Copyright.
trying to, like...
So when I mentioned Josh Trio, is that copyright? If I
I
just
guess,
mention his
dude.
name?
He's a brand. At this point, he won a fucking,
Yeah.
like... I don't
So
even know
did
what
Cody.
he
I
won.
did. I did.
He
hear
won
those
the
two.
he won the big rumble last week too. Josh did.
God
Damn.
damn.
But if I knew,
What a
I would have
machine.
been like, nah, fuck that. I would have given it
Well,
to somebody else.
to be
you know?
honest,
He didn't even have time to come on this pod, guys.
I'm gonna...
He's above us.
True. I'm gonna edit this, but I did tell him I saw that lineup for the big rumble,
Yeah.
and I went to him personally, and I was like, "Hey, if you don't win this, Because
That's
honestly,
copyright.
Yeah.
that is copyright. I'm gonna edit it, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I looked at that lineup. I was like, obviously you're supposed to win, dude.
Right.
It's not even close.
Right.
I think it's bullshit that you didn't get in just because you were a judge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll take one more.
You were
Thank
killing it for weeks. It's like, obviously you should be in there, dude.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't expect anything anymore. I
They
feel like
were giving spots away for that thing, dude.
for the big rumble.
Yeah.
Well, I was hosting the whole thing.
You hosted the big rumble?
Yeah, I hosted the big rumble.
Okay.
And
alright.
yeah, that was fun.
That is a nice thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
You're on the come up.
I'm trying, man. Fucking, it is what it is.
It's hard, bro. Comedy's hard.
It is hard, and once I kind of realized, like, dude, if you just enjoy making people laugh, then that's all. Then you enjoy making people laugh,
Yeah.
and that's kind of how. Like, I used to make myself sick with this shit, bro. When I first started, and I was like,
You did.
yeah.
You would tell me about it,
That's
man. I was
easy
like,
to
calm
do, though.
down.
It's easy to do.
Well, fuck, dude. It's
You seem like you've had a good June, though.
a good what?
Good June.
A good June? Yeah, dude, it's been a packed June. Well, I mean, when you start, you want to do, you want to do good.
Yeah.
And it's competitive and all that, but that's what makes it fun.
That's the whole thing, dude.
Yeah. Is that an Xbox 360 controller?
As
that's
Xbox
Xbox
or X.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
There was a cord in it, so I
I
was
think
throwing
that's
off.
an
Series
Xbox
X.
One controller, and then I have the X
Oh, gotcha.
or XS, whatever it is.
Xbox 360 was maybe the best era of gaming.
Yeah,
I really,
It really
360 and
was.
PS3.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that shit.
The worst things I've ever said have been on Xbox 360. When
Yeah,
I was
I bet.
about 13 to 14. Yeah, it was
Definitely, dude.
tough.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good times.
Saying horrible things.
What's that word you used to say all the time
Um,
on 360? The racially charged one.
Thank you.
I think we all know it. We all know it.
I want to say it and just edit it.
It starts with a J.
Don't do it. No.
Starts with a J.
The Jews. Dude, it's so
I'm
funny.
not like that guy. So for
I was
used
at
Oh.
work the other day and my boss was talking about a specific customer and he was like, yeah, dude, he's always trying to Jew me. He's asking for like extra 20% off. And I was like, yeah, man, fuck those guys.
I used to go on Xbox 360, specifically Call of Duty Ghost. Do you guys ever play Ghost?
Underrated
Yeah.
game.
Ghost was fucking great.
Underrated game.
Good campaign.
Yes, great campaign. I would go on there, and I had worked on it so much to do the Herbert the Pervert voice. And I would go on there, and I'd find a guy on the other team, and I'd be like, hey, get your fat ass off the mic. I swear to God, your ass sounds sexy.
And then you'd be like, go ahead and cancel me. go ahead and cancel me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just an opinion. I don't care.
Do what you gotta
Dude,
do.
I fucking love that guy, dude.
I'm gonna
He's
kill
so fun.
your ass.
Go ahead
Dude,
and
Good
cancel me. I don't
Griefs?
care.
Yeah.
He's so great. Have you seen his VR rage baits that he does?
No, I've seen the.
Dude.
Have you seen Proximity Chat VR? guy?
Proximity Chat is
That
great.
guy's great.
Yeah.
Tyler's roasts were really hacky. Go ahead and cancel me. I don't care. I don't care. It's
he'll
just an opinion.
Spoken like a true loser.
He'll go in, he's like in VR poker. It's poker. And then he'll go in there and then he'll look at his cards and he'll be like, hit me. And then the guy's like, it's poker. And he's like, I have 11. Hit me. The guy's like, it's poker, you dumbass. And he's like, my time's running out. Oh my God, who's the dealer? It's just pissing him
Dude,
off.
my favorite game streamer is the Burn Peanut.
He's
Have
good.
you seen him? He's a guy, he has like a filter on his camera where he looks like a talking peanut. And I don't know the game he's playing, but it's like a first person shooter. And he was like, it was like a cityscape. So he's like waiting in an apartment building.
I think it's Escape Tarkov.
Yeah, Tarkov. There were two guys coming out of a building, and he shoots one of them from the window, and the other guy was like, "Oh, you fucking loser! You were camping." And he talks to the mic. He goes, "I already got your boyfriend. Now I'm coming after you." And the guy keeps talking shit. He goes, "Are you ready?" Ah! God! He jumps out of the window and he guns him down. He's the funniest fucking guy, dude. Look up the burnt peanut. He's
Hell yeah, Burnt
hilarious.
Peanut's
On
great.
YouTube and Instagram. That guy's fucking funny as fuck.
Burnt peanuts all on.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, his filter is like he's a talking peanut, and he has a different hat every time I see him. Sometimes it's a wizard hat, sometimes it's a captain's hat, sometimes it's the hat that SpongeBob wore when he was a fry cook.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, the guy fucking rocks, dude. I love him.
Love that.
No, I've done the VR poker though, dude. It's fun.
You have?
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't
Is
done
it
much
real
VR
money?
at all.
No, it's not. I bought my son the VR for Christmas, and I downloaded a VR poker game, and you can like
Nice.
smoke cigarettes in it and
Hell
like drink.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, you kind of get immersed. You kind of feel like you're
Really?
actually
Does it really feel real?
kind of, yeah, dude.
What's the controller like?
It's you have the eye goggles on, and then you
Right.
have like the two things, and so all you have to do really is either like I'm good or grab chips and throw
Yeah.
it in, and then you can have like props that you play with. So there's like Roman candles or like cigarettes
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like a beer or some shit like that.
Do you mess with people? Do you talk with the other people at the table?
Yeah, sometimes, but most of the time my family's asleep, so I just don't, you know. But because I used to talk shit to people like I'd play with my friends and shit, and then my son would wake up and be like, "I heard you saying a bunch of bad stuff on last night." And so,
Oh, dude.
yeah, I kind of
You're bluffing, you fucking Jew.
That reminds me. One time I was playing Overwatch. Do you ever play Overwatch?
Yeah.
Yes, Overwatch. Very highly competitive game. It's a shooter game.
Yeah.
I'm playing this game, and there's one character that I was really, really good at. So I enter the game, and I immediately pick that character. And then this other guy on my team was like, "Oh, this guy immediately picked Reaper. Look, watch him. He's gonna be dog shit." He was like talking all this shit, and it was like clear that he was like a 13-year-old kid with his other like
And then
13-year-old
Dace
buddies.
was like, "Well, actually."
And then I
It's like, go ahead and cancel me.
I ended the match with like the most kills, the most time on the
You literally
objective,
don't even have a girlfriend.
all of this shit. And then afterwards, I was so pissed. I didn't talk the whole match, but afterwards, after it showed that I was like the best on the team, I was like, "You fucking piece of shit. That's right. That's how we do it. Yeah, you're not talking now. Yeah, your friends aren't laughing now. Yeah, you fucking little
You're
pussy."
not
And
talking
I'm
now.
saying all
Go
this
ahead and
shit.
cancel me, buddy.
And then
Go ahead and cancel me.
I
You're not
got
talking
off.
now.
I got.
It's like, I picked Reaper. Go ahead and cancel me. It's just my opinion. Go ahead and cancel me.
I got up, I put my headset down, I walk into the kitchen to get a well-deserved snack, and my mom is in there, and she was like, "Are you okay?" Because I was screaming. I was like fucking screaming in the room.
Like, I don't know. I just got a dub. Does that sound like I'm okay to you, bitch?
I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Those fucking little kids aren't fine. I destroyed
I remember
them."
I called someone when I was in middle school. I called someone a biatch.
Nice.
And
Nice.
right when I said that, my dad walked in. I was like, biatch.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Dad just heard me say a bad word, dude. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, go ahead and cancel me.
Go ahead and cancel my dad.
Go ahead and cancel me. I don't care. It's just an opinion. I don't care.
Dude, there's one where he's in VR poker and he's like, and he burps at the poker table, and then this guy's like, "Don't do that. Like that's disgusting. Don't burp at the poker table." He's like, "It's not the dinner table. Like why can't I burp at the?" It's VR. You can't smell burps. You can't smell burps. And the guy's like, "Yes, you can smell burps. Burps are disgusting to smell." And he's like arguing with the guy, and then he's like, No. I want to hear you say it. I want to hear you say you can smell burps. And the guy's like, "You can smell burps." And he goes, No. I want to hear you say you can smell burps. And he goes, "I smell burps." He just gets the guy to say I smell burps.
That's what I
It's
do.
so fucking funny.
When I'm hitting on a girl and it's not going very well, I'm like, okay, well, go ahead and cancel me. I don't care. Go ahead and cancel me. You don't like me? I don't care.
Oh, you mean to tell me I've said the N word too many times on this first
Like,
date?
I already have a girlfriend. Go ahead and cansel me.
Go ahead and cancel me.
I already have a girlfriend. Go ahead and cancel me. I don't care.
I got the
Me-
day paid off on Juneteenth. Go ahead and cancel.
Me and Michael are in similar lines of work. We both treat rich people's houses.
Yes.
basically. Yeah. I treat the lawn, you treat the pool.
Yeah.
And together we make sure they have a super rad summer.
Yeah.
It's a shitty job, dude. Is your job shitty?
Yeah. Do you hate capitalism yet? Or
I fully hate it.
okay, cool.
I have a real problem when a old rich guy's biggest problem is how green his lawn is.
Yeah.
That's
too
a real
green.
problem for me.
Yeah.
I would imagine, probably not on my route, because I treated Norman.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you treat?
Nichols Hills, Edmond, fucking.
There's probably some overlap in our companies.
Yeah.
There's
I
probably
actually,
some
dude, I
overlap.
do Cody Troutman's neighborhood.
Really?
Dude,
Really?
yeah.
What do you say when you get to the
You-
gate?
Dude, I'm actually boys with the security guard in
nice.
Cody's neighborhood.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But Cody was telling me that he once asked him to use his bathroom,
Dude,
and he
okay.
said no.
when I
Cody
first,
said no, you can't use it.
when I first started
And
comedy,
Cody's like, "Go ahead and cancel me. I don't care. I don't want to use my bathroom.
when I
Go ahead and
when I
cancel
first
me."
started, bro,
Podcast ain't go ahead and cancel me.
I was like 3 or 4 months in, and I was doing my pool route, and I get out of the car one day, and I see Troutman drive by, like in his
His
that
Challenger.
car? His Challenger.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
says
yeah.
Troutman on the
It says
back.
Dr.
It says
Yeah.
Dr.
He's like,
Dr. Trout, dude.
He's like,
I was like,
my dad bought this car. Go ahead and
dad's
cancel me.
car.
My dad bought this car. My dad bought this car. Go ahead and cancel me. I don't care.
Dr. Trout is crazy.
And I had sent him a message, and I'm like, "You fucking piece of shit, dude." I was like, "Fuck you, bro." And I was like, "No, but seriously, like, can I take a shit at your house sometime? Because I'm in your neighborhood all the time, and I always have to poop." And he was like, "I don't even fucking know you, bro." And I was like,
That's fucked up.
so I'm still pretty salty about that, but it's okay, dude.
I
It's
would be
okay.
salty.
Yeah,
No, that's the.
We run
I would
into
take
the
a
same
shit on
problem.
his front lawn.
yeah. It's a big ask to shit at somebody's house. You know, you
Right
barely
around
know.
guess
like
so.
9 in the
Yeah.
morning, I have to shit because I started taking supplements for my gut. So now I'm super fucking regular, dude. And every morning around like 9 in the morning, I'm like, damn, I wish there was
Regular.
a house
You left-handed?
that would let me come in and take a
Who's
shit,
left-handed?
dude.
They never
Regular.
do.
They never do.
Yeah.
I'm also too pussy to ask. Because I'm like, it'd be weird if they came out and they're like, thank you. I'd be like, you're welcome. How about I come inside and blow that shit up for a little bit? huh?
Right.
Are
Right.
you down with that?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like they'd be down with it. So
Dude,
I never
it's
asked.
fucked up. There's people. I've been cleaning people's pools for like 3 years, and they've never spoken to me once, not one time.
Wow.
you know?
Yes, but I don't know if you're with this shit. Some of those people, because you get some talkers on the route too.
Yeah. Yeah. And that
So when you
sucks.
have some people who have never spoken to you, you're like, this is kind of nice.
Right.
Because I can get in and out pretty quick.
Right.
They probably think you're an immigrant.
They probably.
think
I'm usually pretty dark while I'm out there, dude.
I mean, like, on a route, how long does a treatment take for you? Typically.
I mean, dude.
Like, average size pool.
An average stop is like 15 minutes,
That's about the same for
but
me.
it's like I have like 14, 15 a day.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but I get, what's fucked up though is I actually took the day off on Thursday or on Tuesday because I was sick.
Yeah.
And a new guy covered my route, and he's like, "Yo, a customer came out and gave me $50 and said I did a really good job."
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I
dude?
was like,
Damn.
"Damn!" I was like, "I've been cleaning their pool for 3 years, and they've never even talked." And like I was gone
God.
Damn it,
once,
dude.
once. But, well, I mean, after a while, dude, you're just kind of on autopilot, you know. Like
Yeah.
it's pools, you know, fucking lawns. Who gives a shit?
Do you ever, like, talk shit to customers?
What do you mean?
Like, if they come out and they kind of have the wrong attitude to start out with.
Do they give you gripe about the pool
Because
maintenance?
I'm to the
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
I'm
they
like
do.
3 years into
Mhm.
this job. If they come out and they start giving me shit, I give it right back, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, if I can sense that they're looking for a problem, I'll give them a problem.
right.
I'm like to there.
So there is the talkers. There's the talkers that pretend to be nice,
Yes.
but actually
Mm.
they're bitching about something every
They're
single week.
dickheads.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you're
Mhm.
acting like you're nice, but you're really just complaining.
Yes.
Every fucking week it's something different.
Yes,
You know?
100%.
But this one, a couple weeks ago, this is really like a couple months ago. Been cleaning this guy's pool for 3 years. He has really good shit. It's super easy, but
Yeah.
he's one of those guys that comes out, well, fucking, there was like some frogs in it, you know, or some
Yeah.
bullshit
Oh,
every
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's like, dude, I can't control frogs.
I put this algicide in his pool, and it's like this blue, super dark, kind of like the shit that goes.
I put it in the pool that I work
Yeah,
at. I
okay.
know exactly
So
what you're
it's-
talking about.
It's kind of like the shit that goes in porta potties. Like it's the same
Yes.
chemical, pretty
very,
much.
very blue.
Yeah, and so he has white tile, and so I sit down on his hot tub, and I'm taking his cams, and I set this bottle down, and it like leaks, and there's a blue stain on his white tile.
Oh,
and so
God.
this guy has my number. Saturday morning at 8:00 in the morning, he's like,
And
"There's a-"
that's tough when a customer
Yeah.
gets your personal number.
Yeah,
that
and
shit
you
sucks,
try to
dude.
avoid it like the fucking
Yep.
plague.
Yep.
Saturday morning it's 8:00. There's a fucking stain on my tile, dude. What the fuck? Blah. I've been cleaning this pool for 3 years. You know, I wake up at 10:00. And there's it's a group chat between him and my boss and him,
Oh
all
my
this bullshit.
God.
And so I was just like, I don't even give a fuck. You know, fuck it. I guess my boss went over there on the weekend, used acid and a metal brush to get this spot up off his tile,
Yeah.
which basically like eroded it away. So there's like a dip in it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I get back to his house on Wednesday. I'm actually talking to Nick Campbell on the phone, like in my AirPods,
Yeah.
and I'm cleaning his pool, and he walks. I'm like talking, and he walks by me, and he goes, "Maybe if you weren't talking on the fucking phone all the time, you wouldn't fuck my shit up." And I go, "Let me call you back, dude." And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you talking? And I was like, dude, if you would have waited until I got here next week, I would have got a magic eraser, those little white things that you
Yes,
use in the
yes,
kitchen,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
would have fucking got it up in like 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah,
and
they
it
clean
wouldn't have
everything.
it wouldn't have been a big deal. But you made a big deal about it to my boss, who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, you know,
Yeah.
because he's a young, you know,
Uses acid.
he uses acid, and so I was like, you fucking spaz. I was like, I could have cleaned that shit so easy, bro. And he's like, well, I'm gonna call your boss, and I was like, go ahead and fucking do it, man.
Call him.
I was like, I
Call
don't give
him
a fuck.
about the fucking problem
I
that
don't
he
care.
Doesn't
I
that
was
created.
feel
like-
good when
Yeah.
they're like, I'm gonna call your boss, and you're like, please do.
I was like, you've been a dick for the past 3 fucking years. You complain every fucking time. Go
Yeah.
ahead and call him, dude. I was like, call him up
Nice.
right now.
Eat
Nice.
the rich.
Yeah.
Eat the rich.
Dude, it
And-
does
Yeah.
feel good.
Eat the
And
rich.
Eventually, he kind of backed down. He was like, you know what, man, I'm sorry, dude. He's like, you actually have been
Whoa.
doing a good job. And I was like, do you want somebody else to clean your pool? Because I can call it, like, there's other pool guys. Like, I can call somebody else from the company. They can do it. They
Yeah.
can take it over. And he's like, no, man, I'm sorry. You're right. And he's like, I was pissed off. It was a Saturday morning. I shouldn't have fucking blew your shit up like that. And I
Damn,
was
at
like,
least he had some reflecting.
so, yeah.
I've never had that.
Yeah,
That's
he
nice.
he
That's
reflect,
good.
and so now when I'm at his house, I'm like, he showed change in behavior. I'm gonna do a fucking
Yeah.
good job because
Yeah.
he could have been a real dick and he wasn't.
Damn.
And so, but
oh,
yeah,
what
I
a
have-
sweet story.
Yeah, he's a nice guy at the end of it all.
That's
So,
good.
yeah,
That's
but
fucking awesome.
he is a stay-at-home husband though. So I kind of
So he's creating problems.
Right.
He's like, I need a thing to fix, dude.
right.
My wife's out there winning all the bread.
Yeah,
I
this
got a
fucking
fucking
pool guide.
Yeah.
Look at the stain.
He just lost the match of
Have a
search
good
and
day at
destroy.
work, honey. I promise to bitch out the pool guy today.
He just
Yeah.
got done playing a match of search and destroy with some fucking guy who
He's
was all
probably-
like, "Go ahead and cancel me. Go ahead and cancel me."
He's probably
comes out there
seen.
pissed
He's
off.
probably seen a lot of porn, so he hates the pool guy.
yeah, definitely.
Oh,
if he's at home
yeah.
all day,
You're
yeah,
here to
for
fuck
sure.
my wife.
Yeah, he probably
That's
hates
why
it.
his wife isn't
Bro,
there.
and
Joke's on you, buddy. She's at work.
you get that energy from do you ever get that from the husbands? They're like, you fucking
Definitely.
asshole,
Definitely.
you're trying to fuck my wife.
Yes.
Whoa.
And you're
Yes.
like,
Absolutely.
all right, man. Yeah.
They're dickheads, bro. Yeah, like I had a guy, I had him pretty early in the morning, and he had like an RV parked in his driveway, but his driveway was so small it was like covering like part of the yard. So he comes out, he's super old. He was like, how are you gonna put down that fertilizer under the RV? And I was like, I have a hand spreader, so I'll just put it out by hand. Because normally we like put it in like a cart that I like push and that spreads it. And he's like, I forget what he said, but he was like, all right, whatever. So I spread it underneath the RV when he leaves, and I go to do the next couple stops. He gets in his truck and he like follows me to the next
Whoa.
stop.
Oh shit!
And he was
Really?
like, yeah, he was like, hey, you need to make sure that you put it under there. I was like, I put it under there, like we're good. Leaves the neighborhood, comes back, meets me at my next stop, and he pulls up, he gets out of the truck, he was like, hey, when I go back, you need to go back too, and you need to talk to my wife, and you need to tell her that you put fertilizer underneath the RV so she knows. And I was like, I put it under there by hand. And he like couldn't hear, and he was like, what? He was like, I put it
He
under
was just
there
looking
by
for a
hand.
problem.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, how about this? You go back to your house, move the RV, check if I put fertilizer under there, and then you call back and let me know.
Right.
And I called my boss immediately. I was like, dude, there's literally a guy following me around this neighborhood. I hand spread it underneath the RV. I got back later that day. I was like, did he ever call? And he was like, no. Because he told me, he was like, yeah, if I don't see any fertilizer under there, I'm going to call your boss. And I was like, yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That shit feels great, though.
Yeah.
You got a customer who's like, I'm going to call your boss. And you're like, go ahead, man.
Dude, I know this is kind of like a big, like, gay philosophical take, but, like,
Go ahead,
all right,
brother.
like, you
Go ahead and cancel me, man.
go ahead and cancel me, bro. Fucking, you doing all these work for these super rich people, Nichols Hills, like,
Yeah.
Edmund, and, like, damn, bro, if that's what having a shit ton of money is all about, then I don't even know if I really want that. You know what I mean? And, like,
Truly.
like, it makes you kind of realize what's, like, damn, they have it all, and they're still pissed about some fucking bullshit in their backyard.
You know what's
what I mean?
crazy? The biggest test of this is like my dad. I went and did like I get free treatments for like my house, but I don't own my house, so I don't do it at my house. I'll go do it at my dad's every once in a while.
Yeah.
He got one spray treatment, and his yard looks good. He just mows on time. Everyone else, they're like, "Oh, I have a problem with these weeds, whatever." And in my head, I'm just like, dude, my dad just mows. That's all
Yeah.
he does. So I'll leave like sassy notes sometimes. Like one guy on my route, he was having a problem with weeds. And I just wrote on the envelope, I was like, water less, mow more.
Yeah.
But then what was fucked up is like, apparently his dad is a customer too. So I went to do a respray at his dad's house. Because I don't want to get too much in the weeds on this. You can catch me at Bricktown,
Nice. Here we
Tulsa
go.
on
Nice.
Sunday, folks. But
I gave you the hip hop beat.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But he was like, oh, do you treat so and so? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, he's my son. And I just had this moment. I don't know if you relate to this. I had this moment where I wanted to kill him and his son. Because I was just like, dude, you cocksuckers call me for the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I have a route. Because, like, how does it work for you? Like, how often do you go back to a house?
If they complain, which I mean, if it's a weathery week, like a lot of like windy, rainy, I'll get like one or two a week.
How
if
many
it's really
like
bad.
rounds of treatment a year are you doing?
I go once a week to 65 stops. I do once a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got like probably like 300 yards
Mm-hmm.
that I go back to every like 5 to 6 weeks, probably. But if they call because they want like a respray or whatever about a certain weed, they'll call me back.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to get too into it on the podcast because it's really boring shit. But it's like the people. Just,
No, this is riveting entertainment. Dude, this is great.
All right, start a bit, fucking Dace.
Michael, where's the craziest place you've ever taken a shit?
Not Cody's house.
Not Cody's house. No. I mean, you were there at Comedy Avenue when I clogged the toilet for taking a shit.
That's right. You did clog the
I
toilet at
clogged the
Comedy
toilet.
Avenue.
That's
well,
good.
I mean, here's the wicked truth about that is, I didn't actually clog the toilet. Okay, because
Yeah.
I took a shit.
Let's air this out
All right, so normal,
right here
I
on the
walk
pod.
up. I walk up, normal toilet. Right, it's fine.
Yeah.
I take I do my thing. You know,
Yeah.
I throw it in there. I flush. It's already clogged. Like there's no drain from, and
fuck.
so the person before me is who fucked it up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who was it?
Man, there was a really overweight lady in the first row. A really overweight lady.
Some fat bitch. dude.
But you know, it's like, I mean, I'm the one who went in here and took a shit, and now it's clogged. I have to take like this. This is my fucking sword to fall on. You know what I mean? Like this is me. And so you know, then that's when I went to y'all, and I was like, dude, I clogged the toilet. You know, blah, blah, blah. But that shit was already clogged, bro. It really was. It was fucking clogged.
Damn.
I believe you,
Yeah.
but that crowd, you had them.
Yeah.
had 'em.
And fucking Cody had him after, and it was crazy.
You figured it out.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask, dude.
And Cody exploited you. He
Cody
put you
Cody
on his
exploited me.
TikTok.
Yeah, he made
He
a really
exploited you, and he
funny
still
video.
won't let you poop in his house.
That's
Yeah.
actually crazy.
That is
That is
crazy.
crazy. That after all that,
big dumps in Lawton. Big dumps in Amish.
here's my Michael and Dud impression.
Rest in peace to that guy.
Yeah, everybody laughed. It was fucked
Yeah,
up.
recipes.
Smoking big doinks and Amish.
Big joints in Amish.
Come
like I
on, smoke
said.
some loud.
Damn,
That's
dude.
great.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is,
Never
I have
took a
been in
shit?
that position though,
What?
where like you go to flush. I've like pissed in a toilet and then gone to flush and it clogs up,
Right.
and you're like, oh, dude, the motherfucker
Well, because your
before
piss was
me.
so. Oh, okay.
You want to know what's funny? At the roast battle, I told the crowd that you clogged my toilet, and Brandon was like, "I know that's true too, because I can see by your reaction."
That's
I
never
made
happened.
that shit
It
up.
wasn't
I
true.
completely
That was
made that
completely
shit
fake.
up.
I
That
knew
is a
that too.
fake story.
I
I
just
knew
went
that too.
with it in the moment, but I was like, that's completely fake.
As that was
completely
going on,
falsified that.
I was trying to think. I was like, it wasn't at my house. My toilet's
No.
never been clogged.
I've only ever pissed here.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever he was saying that, I was like, what? But the crowd liked it, so whatever.
liked it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
The thing
It's
about
good.
me, I'm a man of the people, so if they like it, I'm
You
into
go
it.
with it. Yeah.
that's
yeah.
that's the thing about
Mhm.
me, dude. I want to entertain the people who bought tickets.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm about.
You're an entertainer, man.
I'm an entertainer first and
You are.
foremost.
You really are.
That's all I'm about, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Oh man.
Yep. You can
Tonight
go
was
ahead and
fun.
cancel me.
Go ahead and cancel me. I don't even care. I'll
even
clog your
care.
toilet. Go ahead
It's
and
just an
cancel me.
opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and
Literally,
cancel me.
I don't even want to stream. China makes me, dude.
You know what? What?
Yeah.
China makes me stream. They probably have all your IP addresses right now, dude.
That's another bit that he does.
China.
Dace, was it hard to choose between these two at the?
Yes, it was hard to choose. I'm friends with Caleb. I'm friends with Tyler.
Mhm.
I can't pick one of these guys.
His vote was pussy shit, dude.
Whatever.
His joke that won was, I must dash you a question.
I love
That was the one that bombed.
I love
That was the one that bombed.
Caleb.
Completely.
Okay.
that was crazy.
Okay, for the listeners, because we do have listeners who aren't on the comedy scene who weren't there at the show tonight. I have to do this whenever I'm talking and making a point. Caleb had a joke tonight that I thought was great. And
It bombed
It
completely.
bombed. It bombed terribly. What was the joke? It was.
It was Tyler's a dad, and he likes to use dad humor. Like every once in a while, he'll go up to his kids and be like, "I must ask you a question. Do you want the belt or the wrench?" And I think the wrench did it. I think the wrench was too far.
I think the wrench probably was
Yeah,
too far.
the
'Cause whenever I
wrench
heard,
was
I
too
think it was
hard.
during your second roast. He came up to me like in that section where we were all sitting, and he was like, I think I should have said fist, dude. Wrench is
Yeah.
too hard.
Or
for it."
paddle.
Yeah.
Fist
I
or
think-
paddle.
I think
wrench was hard.
The wrench was hard because whenever you first told me it was the belt or the paddle, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good, but I think the wrench was
Yeah,
like,
wrench
everybody was
was
like
dark.
"Oh."
Wrench
It was too
dark.
much for them. But I loved that joke, so I had to come. I was like, "That was a great joke. Fuck you guys."
Everything else is fine, but as soon as I said wrench, I was like,
Yeah.
man, that's dark.
It was
That
brutal.
was a dark
It
one.
was brutal. That was a good joke, but I think, yeah. I mean, yeah. You won. Tyler did have it, but I mean, come on.
Well,
he's the
because
homie.
Brandon was like, I think Caleb was kicking your ass there for a second. I was like, what are you talking about? That was like close the entire time. And then my minute, I just said you clogged the toilet.
That
and then
was
I added,
good
and then
too,
I added
though.
a new thing. It wasn't really close. And I think when I didn't, if I did the trial by combat thing where we asked someone to come up,
Yeah.
it would be even worse. So I
Well,
was like,
that's-
Yeah.
I didn't
Dude,
understand that. I'm glad you said
if
that because
we-
when he was like, "Yeah, Caleb had you on the ropes," I was like, "That felt pretty
it
even."
was pretty
Yeah.
close.
like the whole time.
It was
Pretty-
even.
pretty close.
I'm going to bring this up on pod because I really want this to happen. I think we should get that clip of you guys roasting and all that whole thing and try to get that clip if
And
they
it would be,
did record
"Listen to
it
the podcast."
and put it on YouTube on the Copper Valhalla channel.
Yeah.
I think that would be
I did tell
Good.
the crowd to listen to the Copper Valhalla, and I do think our round one was
Our
the
round was
closest round one.
Yeah.
I mean, Joel got absolutely
destroyed.
by
Yeah.
Lacey. I was like sitting next to Josh during that, and I was like, "Damn, Joel is bad at this."
Well,
dude.
Joel was telling me that he's like, man, I don't think I want to do like roasts with people I don't know. And I was like, well, it's Lacey. If you don't know Lacey, you really don't know Lacey.
Yeah.
Lacey's
Yeah,
probably the
there's-
worst one to go up against if you don't know her, because then like she'll do roasts and you'll be like, wait, who the fuck is this person?
She's so
Yeah.
wacky. Everything
Lacey
bounces
Raines.
right off of her.
Yeah.
She's so crazy. She's so
Yeah.
out there.
Dude, my first roast was against Cepeda Cheeks.
Oh shit.
Yeah. and like it was a Roastamania
I
show.
thought
at
about
Bricktown.
quoting him for the 1 minute. I wanted to be like, this isn't my roast, but Tyler looks like he started liking black people when he started eating them.
Yeah,
That's fucking
that's good.
That's a
all my rebuttals for Cepeda.
Very good.
Dude,
That's a good one.
literally all my rebuttals for Cepeda were just like, that's not true. He's making that up.
Shut up.
None of that's real.
Of all of the jokes that people have made about you looking like Jeffrey Dahmer, blah blah blah, whatever, that one is the most comic one. That one is very good.
I just want to say, my mustache is way better than Jeffrey Dahmer's ever was. You can
Yeah.
Google it. He had a shitty mustache, dude.
Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I like watching Thunder games with him.
Jeffrey Dahmer?
No, well, yeah, with Jeff Dahmer, yeah. No, it's Cepeda because Thunder will make a bucket and just be like, "Bitch, bitch."
We gotta get Cepeda
I'll
on
be
the
outside
pod,
the green
dude.
room and I'll
We
just
do
hear
need
that.
to get Cepeda on the pod.
Hopefully, we
Okay.
all make it at Blue Whale, and then we can get Cepeda on the pod while we're up there.
Because I was in
Yeah.
the green room with
When did
him for game 5 and game 7. And
Mike-
it's a hoot and holler.
Michael, have you submitted to Blue Whale?
I did. I did the early bird this year. I didn't do it
Nice.
last year.
Fuck
but if I, you know, if I don't
Oh, yeah.
make it, it's no
That
big
pissed
deal.
me off that you didn't submit last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, I was fucking. I mean, it took me.
I
mean,
submitted,
to
I
be
didn't make
to be
it, no
fair
big
for
deal.
Joel, that's a heavy hitter for him to go up against.
It
you
is.
know.
Lacey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just-
tough.
Like I said, if you don't know her, then when you meet her, you'll
Is-
be
Right.
shocked.
I
Is
just
Joel even a
expected-
year into comedy yet?
I expected
No.
more from Joel.
Yeah.
Dude, he's not even a year.
He seems like he
Yeah.
would be a good roaster, though.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he was up there, and I was like, damn, this
Well,
sucks.
when you're roasting a girl that everybody likes, like that shit's hard. I mean, Josh
Yeah.
did it obviously. but-
roasting any girl is difficult.
yeah, it is.
she gets
For
them
sure.
on her side,
I
dude.
think-
That's the thing.
I think the best one was Josh versus Kayvon.
That was good,
That
bro.
was- I think that was the
a
funniest
super
one.
Good
That one
yeah.
was very, very good. Kayvon
Yeah.
did something he's never done before. He really, I mean, all right.
He really did good.
Kayvon,
Dude, what
all
was...
of Kayvon's jokes are about like bombing and all that stuff. This time he was like doing the accent and all that. It really worked for him.
Yeah, it
is,
did.
is all
Dude.
that I was saying.
Kayvon, I was sitting with him, and you mentioned you were roasting Lacey, and the setup was Lacey went to clown college online,
Yeah.
and he just, without missing a beat, Kayvon just looks over at me and he goes, DeVry University.
Kayvon is funny, dude.
Kayvon
Yeah.
is great. Kayvon is fucking hilarious. But
Dude, me and
I
him were
wish he would
shit
get
talking
away from
Israel
all of that.
2 nights ago.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna-
I
That was
mean, it's
pretty
not
epic.
hard.
Yeah.
Those boys keep misbehaving, dude.
Yeah. Misbehaving. I was like, I just went up to him. I was like, man, Iran is going to get his lick back. And he
It's
was
a bathroom?
like, bro.
Right
yeah,
here?
bathroom's down there, yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
How much time
47.
are we at?
47. We're good.
We really have to step it up, dude. This is a weak episode for a
I
guest.
don't think it's that bad.
This
I think
is
it's pretty
good.
good. No,
no. This is good. This is
I'm
good.
Listen, I'm pretty drunk.
I think it's good. Go
I know
ahead and
you're
cancel
pretty-
me. I don't care.
I
I know
feel
you're pretty drunk.
embarrassed.
I know, but I think
The
it's
last episode was just so good, dude. And
I know.
The first
I know.
time Michael comes on, I want it to be really
Okay.
good.
This
dude.
one is
listeners,
good.
listeners, here's how it goes. We record an episode, and then afterwards, Tyler's like, "That was dog shit. It was awful. It was terrible."
every time.
But sometimes we have like a really good fucking episode. I'm like, "No, dude, that was good."
excellence for you people.
This is a good episode, I think. I think this is a good episode. Comment down below. Nobody comments. Let's talk about this real quick.
Only Ted
Nobody
Hands
fucking
comments.
Somebody comment, or on Spotify. I don't know what the equivalent of comments is on Spotify.
you can
but-
comment on Spotify.
Okay, comment. People listening to this right now,
Please
comment what you think about the episode.
We need
Is this
it.
a good episode? Is this a bad episode? Do we need to be doing more of this or more of that or whatever? We
If
want to
you
hear from
comment-
you guys.
If you comment, I'll
or
kill your
even if
whole
you just
fucking
have something
family.
funny to
If
say.
you comment, I'll kill your whole fucking family.
No,
I'll
he
kill
doesn't
your
mean that.
family.
He doesn't
Kill
mean
your
that.
whole
No,
fucking
no, no,
family.
that's a selling point.
Go
If
ahead
you
and
hate your
cancel me. I don't
family,
care.
if you hate your
Go ahead
family,
and cancel
Caleb
me.
will kill them.
Go ahead and cancel me. It's just my opinion. I don't
It's
care.
just his opinion,
Dude.
all right? Comment, and then he'll.
Can I
it's just
tell
his
you?
opinion.
Can I tell you what I'm struggling with in my head?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I made a frozen pizza before we left for the show.
You are so excited about this frozen
No, but
pizza that
listen to
you
me,
claim
listen to
to
me.
be healthy frozen pizza.
Listen to me, listen
I've
to me.
never heard that
Listen to
sentence
me,
before,
listen
ever
to
in
me.
my life.
It's by Quest. It's high in protein. Fuck days. Anyway, I don't know if I put the other half in Tupperware before I left. And if I didn't, it's just been sitting out this whole time.
Okay, so you're like, oh, this podcast is terrible. It's awful. Meanwhile, in your head, you're thinking, my pizza at home is going to be ruined.
That's literally
my pizza is going to be ruined.
every other thought is like, God damn it, dude.
Think
I hope
about
I put
the pod.
You know
man,
what
it's
frozen
not about
pizza
the
I had
pizza.
recently? DiGiorno, and it fucking rules.
DiGiorno
fucking
fucks.
rules.
Tombstone all the way. Tombstone gang, speak up.
Fuck you.
Comment down below. Tombstone gang.
Favorite frozen pizza?
I'm talking about the movie.
Red Baron.
Ooh.
Haven't had it very much. Haven't had it very
good.
much.
Okay.
Is it good?
Is that a place? Is that a brand where like the pepperonis are like the diced pepperoni?
No, but they have the diced other. They have a meat trio where it's regular pepperoni and then diced
Okay,
meat.
okay.
You got a
But
Schmeat trio.
I will say they were a lot better a couple years ago. Like that shit used to be really good, and then they've
Dude.
kind of been cheaping out.
You
on
know what
ingredients.
used to be a lot
Thanks,
better a couple
Obama.
years ago? Qdoba.
Oh yeah,
Qdoba,
Yeah.
I don't know where they started buying their meat from. I used to get steak and it was diced and it was nice lean cuts of steak. Now, like at least one bite in the bowl will be
We gotta
gamey and chewy.
we
And
gotta
I-
get you on that Chipotle hype train, dude.
I might
Qdoba
switch to
steak is
Chipotle.
no good. Qdoba chicken all the way.
Chipotle sweet chicken. They got a new Chipotle sweet chicken that is really fucking
Fuck
good.
Chipotle.
I don't want sweet
Qdoba all
chicken.
the way.
Though. I don't want sweet chicken.
Qdoba gang.
I
Taking a
just want
stance.
regular ass chicken.
Qdoba gang.
One thing that Qdoba does is the surf and turf. You get shrimp and steak in your burrito bowl.
It's disgusting.
What
Fish
are you
is
talking
gross.
about,
Fish is
dude?
fucking disgusting. No.
That's a selling
it.
point for the brand you just
Nope.
stood up for. What the
Go
fuck are you
ahead and
talking about?
cancel me.
No, but you're.
Do you like
Go
shrimp?
ahead and cancel me.
I do like shrimp.
Shrimp rocks,
Yeah,
dude.
shrimp's good.
I get shrimp at Long John Silver's.
Gross.
I've
Is there
in
still a
Oklahoma
Long
is
John
gross.
Silver's?
No, dude. What?
Is there still Long John Silver's around?
Dude, there is one on 12th Street and Moore.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you live in Moore?
I do.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's
that
going to be
one's
one of
still
those
open.
Long John Silver's
Is it
and
not?
A&W
I don't think so.
combined.
It's only a KFC. It used to be a
Oh.
KFC combo, right?
No, it used to be an A&W combo.
A&W is
They-
great. A&W, one of the best burger places.
With the frozen mugs are great. They replaced it with a Starbucks.
No.
Yep.
Damn.
Back in the day, dude, when I went to high
Recipes.
school, did you go to Moore High School?
I went to Southmore.
Really?
Yep. First year it opened. I was there as a sophomore.
Damn, what year did
What's
you
the
graduate?
dynamic? What's the dynamic?
2011.
What's the dynamic? Because I'm not from around here.
Of Southmore.
Of Southmore versus what is there in Northmore?
There's Southmore.
more.
There's Westmore.
And
More.
Moore.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the dynamic between all three of them?
More, they all hate each other. That's what it is.
Hold on. Let me explain it from a Moore perspective.
Okay.
Are you a Moore?
I was
you a Moore
Moore.
Lion?
I was a Moore Lion 2014, dude.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So Moore, we
seem
partied
like a bunch
with
of prudes.
Westmore. Westmore had the hottest girls. Southmore was kind of on an island.
yeah.
Like every
Southmore.
once in a while, they'd be at a party, and we would like drink with them or whatever. For the most part, Southmore was like its own thing.
Yeah.
Because when you drive past them, the campus was like a community college. You guys had the nicest campus, like by far.
Yeah, definitely. It was brand new.
Yeah.
It was brand new.
Ours was the most busted. Then it was Westmore,
Yeah.
and then it was Moore.
Yeah.
Michael Dunn, how old are you?
31.
31.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No, we had the Southwest Showdown with Westmore or whatever,
Yes.
but like
So
ultimately they kind of won because I remember one night at a high school basketball game, one of the few ones I went to, we were playing Westmore
Yeah.
and like in the stands.
Was this at Moore's Field?
This was at Westmore.
Okay.
And we all started they're the Jaguars.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah, yeah.
Jags, it was Westmore Fags, Westmore, and
Yeah.
like we were all doing that, and like
Nice.
we're
Nice.
but they came back with Saber Cats.
Yeah.
Saber cunts, Saber,
Yeah.
and they
Damn.
ultimately won the basketball game. And so after that, it was
Damn.
like morale.
Oh,
Like they hit us with the Saber
no.
cunts,
Yeah.
and it was over after that.
See, like
Yeah.
us and Westmore, it was more war.
Yeah,
And then with us and you, it was Battle of the Big Cats.
yeah,
And I remember one year in particular, Southmore was at our field, and we were like, Saber pussies. Saber pussies.
Yeah.
And I remember our principal, not even your principal, our principal stood in front of the student section and just like stared at us, and we like kind of quieted down. And we just fired it back up again, dude.
Yeah.
Southmore was like, it's funny. I had a lot of like, for people I was cool with at Southmore,
Yeah.
but for whatever reason, you guys were like freaks.
There's a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs at
Yes.
Southmore.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. A lot of drugs.
But
I knew a couple people that I was like close with who went to Southmore,
yeah.
and they were all drug addicts.
Yeah.
At like 16.
Yeah.
What's this sound?
Made his way.
Oh, they honk 4 times when they
What?
park.
Oh, okay.
I don't
How
know
old?
why.
How old are y'all? Y'all are pretty young. All right.
26. I went to Norman North.
Oh, okay.
26. I went to Sulphur High
Oh,
School.
shit. Wow. So you're like from the country.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm
Oh,
a
yeah.
country boy. Country boy. I
I'm closest
love
to you. I turned 30 in September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
So you were a junior when he was a freshman.
yeah.
You sick fuck.
Yeah, I'm sorry. dude, I feel
Disgusting.
like honestly, man, I feel like my life started at 30. Really.
That's
You know?
nice. Dude,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Honestly.
That's a good selling point.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I started
That
comedy when
sounds
I
good.
was
when
40, 30?
30.
yeah.
I feel like I'm going to get cancer and die at 30, so that's
Nah,
good.
dude.
No, you'll be at the
I'm
squirty
so-
30 in no time.
I started comedy at 29 because I wanted to say I started in my 20s, you know,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. But yeah, dude. I mean, my whole 20s was raising kids. You know,
Yeah.
that was it. It was just working and being
That's
a
been
dad.
mostly mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had my first kid when I was 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a 5-year-old?
yeah, I got a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Damn.
How old are your kids?
My son is 9.
Okay.
So I had him when I was 21. And then my older 2 stepkids are 15 and 14.
Okay.
And so I'm about to give my stepson my fucking car.
Damn.
Honestly,
Whoa.
yeah. And I'm about to buy a new truck. And be like, you can have the Honda, dude. It's all
That's
yours.
what's up.
Nice.
So,
That's what's
Yeah.
up. What's it like
You give them
raising
any
older
tips?
kids?
dude,
Well, first of all, what's it like raising stepkids?
Do they know about Chief Keef?
yeah, they do. Raising stepkids is tough. Well, I mean, you know, their dad's not really around, and so
Yeah.
you know that kind of happened halfway through. But no, it's challenging.
You were
know?
the stepdad who stepped up.
I stepped up, dude. You know,
Have they gripped onto you?
Have they what?
Have they like gripped onto you? Like, have you become what they need for?
I try my best. I really
that
do.
might be too deep for a pod.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's like.
Child of divorce. I just started.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I mean, to be like.
Have they gripped onto him? Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got that gorilla grip.
Oh, fuck.
He's got that gorilla
Have
grip.
your
dude.
stepkids gorilla gripped you, dude?
No, no, they have not. No, I mean it is what it is, bro. You know, it's there's
Have you taught them critical race theory?
I have.
They're old enough.
I taught them that the
You
first.
should
thing.
get them started.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Do they know about microaggressions? He's about to have a car.
A lot of microaggressions on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Those
I'm
are
about to.
macroaggressions.
I'm gonna pay for him to go to driving school.
Fuck
You know,
yeah.
did you guys go to
Nice.
driving school?
I did.
Yeah. Did you watch the videos with like the red asphalt and the kids like texting and driving and
Which
then they're
driving school did you go to?
Browns driving school?
Yeah, everyone
Okay,
went
I
to
went to-
Browns.
Yeah.
I didn't go, and I also failed my first time.
You
I went
guys
to
went to
Freeman.
driving school?
I went to
Yeah.
Freeman.
I didn't go.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Those were like the 2 and more. It was either Browns or Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Freeman.
Everyone I know
Way
went to
to-
Browns.
We had a driving class as a part of high school that was taught by the softball coach, and it was just him in
What's
a
it
test.
like in Sulphur?
It was
If
just
you
him.
can get up after 7 times falling down, you're good enough to drive.
It was just him in a test drive vehicle that the school owned, and you would drive around town for a little bit. And
If
then
you
one
don't
time,
have a breathalyzer, you're
We-
always good enough to drive.
we literally were just like doing his own errands. Like he was like, go to this street, and then we'd go over there, and then he'd go, all right, you guys hang out in here, and then he'd go into a house for a while, and then he'd come back out, and then we'd drive around some more, and he'd be like, go to Snack Shack, and we'd go there, and then he'd come out with like a root beer and a couple snacks.
Do people in Sulphur drive sober?
Not often.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so I've told this story before, but it's worth telling again since you brought it up.
Yeah.
I went to driving school late. I was like a junior, and so the massive tornado in 2013 and more.
Brutal.
I got my
Devastating.
driver's course like right around that, and so the guy. Do you know who Action Bronson is?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so my driving instructor looked like Action Bronson. And we got in the car. It was like 8 in the morning, something like that. It's one of my test drives. And he has me go to a Circle K. And he doesn't tell me where we're going. He just gives me directions. And then he tells me to park. And he's like, all right, I'll be right back. Goes in, comes out with a 32-ounce Mountain Dew and like 3 tornadoes.
Nice. Tornadoes kick ass.
We get out.
They do.
And then he has me drive on 4th Street where like the tornado really fucking hit, like on the east side. He has me drive through all these neighborhoods where it's just like leveled. And he's just like munching on tornadoes like, holy shit, everything's gone.
Like,
Oh my God. And then he's like, watch out for the stop sign. Holy shit, it's all gone, dude. And that was like one of my test drives, dude. It was crazy.
Driving through the carnage.
100%.
Damn.
We talked about this. This is when Dace got out his PlayStation Vita
Yeah.
and recorded everything.
that did remind me. I do have to find that. I really got to find that video because I'm certain my brother has my old PS Vita. I never got it back from him since the last time that we talked about this. I gotta talk to him. Gotta get the PS Vita back because I know that there's a video on there of me at like 12 years old.
I mean, that guy,
in the neighborhood just got this fucking leveled.
that driving instructor might be dead for all I know now. But
Yeah.
I just remember, like, I remember thinking, and the other thing about Southmore, the speed bumps are like 6 feet high.
Yeah.
So I remember like, when you go to driving school, you do your drive, and then you go have to pick up the other driver,
Yeah.
and then you'd swap. And I remember we met her at Southmore, and I remember if she hit those speed bumps going like 30. So, and we were in like a Hyundai Sonata, so we just scraped the bottom. And I remember the guy who had me drive through all these like neighborhoods that were just demolished. He'd look at me through the mirror with like, just like wide eyes, and the whole time she was driving, because she was like going so fast over those speed bumps. That was like a talking point for like my whole school. It was like, dude, the speed bumps at Southmore are insane. It was crazy.
Have you guys
bro.
seen these speed bumps, dude? It's
They're
crazy.
so nuts.
Yeah.
Because at Moore, we didn't have any. At Moore, it was like, do fentanyl, get your girlfriend pregnant.
Yeah.
Live your life. And you guys were
Sounds
like,
pretty sick.
It
Yeah.
was crazy. And we
Yeah.
go to Southmore, and like you guys had rules and like speed bumps, and
Yeah.
it was nuts, dude. It was like a totally different world.
Yeah.
We can keep going if we want. We are at time, but we can keep going if you want.
I mean, it's whatever. My family's out of town, but Michael has a family. So if you need to go, we
Dude,
can
what
go.
time is it? 12. Oh. Yeah, it's whatever, guys. It's chill. Okay.
Whatever, dude. If anyone
Yeah.
has any good topics, I mean, I just want to say I do want to apologize to Michael. This episode does seem like bullshit to me.
No,
He
this
thinks
episode
this
rules.
episode is ass. It's not a bad episode.
If
This
I
is a
made
good.
it ass, I'm sorry.
No,
know,
you
my
didn't
bad.
make it ass.
Okay.
My God. My
Look what
God,
you've done
Mike.
with our- to
Holy
our guest.
shit, Michael. You didn't make it ass.
my
We
God.
made it ass, dude.
This
Dude,
is not a
this
bad
episode's
episode.
great.
Hey, you know, it's one of my first,
Comment down below.
one of my first days at Southmore, and I told the story to Cody when he was filming his promotions for
Yeah.
his show or whatever. My first day at Southmore, I'm chilling with Matt Sigmund. Right, we're at a table.
Yeah, you guys are good friends.
Damn,
you guys
went
go
to
way
Southmore
back.
too?
Bro, we go back further.
They
than
go way
that.
back.
Wow.
Way
like
back.
Little League football, like 4th grade.
Damn, I didn't know he was a sophomore boy.
Yeah, we went to Southmore. Me and Matt are emo kids, right?
Yeah.
We're sitting at our emo table.
Nice.
All our stoner pieces of shit friends.
Hell yeah.
And we're sitting there, and this guy comes up to me, older. This is the first day of school. I didn't know who he was. He goes, "Hey, young man, you ever thought about wrestling?" And I was like, I looked around and I was like, that shit's gay, bro. I ain't fucking doing that shit. I ain't
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
wrestling, dude. Fuck you. I didn't say fuck you, but I was like, nah, bro. I'm not wrestling, dude.
Yeah.
Never I'd fucking wrestle. And I get to first hour, and he's the teacher / wrestling coach.
Whoa.
And this was my first day of fucking school, and he was like, "Oh yeah," And so I failed his class. He fucking hated me and all that shit because he wanted. I guess I had a wrestler build, you know.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And you said no, so he failed you?
he made my life difficult. I probably failed myself,
Oh
but yeah,
my
he
God.
could have
Fuck
helped me
that
out along
guy.
the way.
My
What was his name?
Fucking Coach George.
Fucking Coach George, go fucking
Fuck
eat a
you,
cunt.
dude. I should
You
have wrestled.
suck.
Dude, honestly, I should have wrestled though, man.
I thought,
I should have.
dude, you know what's crazy? I thought the same shit.
Yeah.
Out of all the sports, I played golf, but it was like you're just fucking off. You go
Yeah.
to like the driving range, or like it doesn't matter if you make JV or varsity because like your 6th hour is covered.
Yeah.
I get to go for a fucking golf course for my 6th hour. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But wrestling, I was like, damn, dude, I should have done wrestling.
Yeah.
But all the conditioning, like I would watch those guys work out, and I was just like, that sounds awful.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel
it
about
does.
football and baseball.
Well, and now I realize he was like trying to help me. He saw like me, like a stocky
Yeah.
fucking emo kid, and be like, I'm gonna try to help this kid out. And I
Yeah.
was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm not doing that shit.
And I
You know?
remember when I played golf, because it was like a second semester sport, and so was wrestling. Like we would, on days where the weather was too bad to go to the golf course, we would be at the gym, and we'd literally just sit in the bleachers and watch the wrestlers work out. And I remember there was this one wrestler, he would wear like one of those oxygen depriving masks.
Holy shit.
Have you seen those?
Uh-uh.
It's like a thing where it makes it harder to breathe, and then he would run laps around the bleachers. And I remember my friend Lane, who he was one of those guys where like a gay joke now that you're like in your 30s, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But like when you were in high school, you were like, I can't make any gay jokes, dude. People are gonna think I'm fucking gay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get pussy if I can.
Yeah.
He was fearless. He would just make them. And so like he would wear like this
Shamelessly
fucking-
gay. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. He would make this like he would run around with this oxygen depriving mask and just be like, dude, I want to suck his fucking cock, dude. And the whole time I would just be like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck?
Oxygen deprivation is crazy. People do it on the resistance bikes.
Yeah.
Where they go,
Yes. Dude. They look like Bane.
yeah, they look like Bane and they're trying to kill themselves.
It's not good.
Yeah.
I think it's because they want to get, like, they want to think less. You get less oxygen to your brain. So then, like, you think about, you know, or you don't think about penis.
Yeah.
You want less thoughts about penis,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
which I think is something. I mean, I'm not from Moore, but like
I
a lot
heard
of
the
people
word
in Moore
penis and came running.
think about.
I think about penis a lot. Yeah. for
People
sure.
more do think about penis.
Yeah.
To that guy's credit, he was dating a girl with
In-
probably the biggest tits in my class.
In Norman, I was
Yeah.
just thinking about Trey Young.
Oh
his
my God,
Not
dude.
his penis though.
You know what's crazy?
Cleaned his pool for a while.
Trey Young. I saw a
Whoa.
tweet about
Yeah.
Trey Young that has
Nice.
never like made more sense to me. He looks like a lollipop that was dropped in a barber shop. And that's like the funniest shit I've ever
Yeah.
heard about Trey Young.
Yeah.
Dude, Trey Young.
He has a 2-story pool in his
Really?
backyard. Yeah.
How does that work? What? 2-story pool.
Did you guys ever go? Did you guys ever watch it? Well, I mean, no, you guys were a little after, like just a little after. You probably just missed him, but watching him was wild.
At high school?
Yeah,
Did he play at Norman North?
yeah. Class of 17.
What is a 2-story? I'm still
My-
hung up on the 2-story pool.
My brother might have seen him play in high school.
How old is he?
We'll get there.
25.
A waterfall
Okay, yeah, probably
into the
Yeah.
pool down.
Cause he,
So top
'Cause
level
Trey's
pool.
26.
Waterfall.
He's my
Yeah.
age.
Another
Other
pool.
yeah, my brother
Yeah.
might have seen him play.
Yeah.
God damn.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude. That's wild. Our quarterback got a
I wish. Dude.
concussion at your field.
Nice. It would have been at Norman High. We didn't. We did all of our home games at Norman High.
No, we were at Norman North.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I remember all the home games I went to were at Norman High.
Wait, no. Norman High is the one off of Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Maine
there.
and Barry.
Yeah, it was
Norman
there.
North, they don't have. They probably do now. I haven't been back there, but Norman North, they didn't have big enough stands, so we'd have them at Norman.
Dude, Moore
Fine.
High School was like the shittiest school, and now I drive past there and I'm like, damn, dude, they fixed it up.
Yeah, they added like a whole gym.
It's like
I live
nice
right by
as
there.
hell now.
Yeah.
We went to state my senior year and we lost. We got smacked around by Union. You guys remember Union?
Yeah,
Fuck Union, dude.
Union-
Fuck all the Tulsa schools.
dude,
Yeah.
Union rocked our shit.
We beat them once.
We had a
We beat them for
rivalry
the first
with
time in
Jones.
11 years.
Damn.
Where's Jones at? We had a big rivalry with them.
On Sulphur. That's probably, you guys 3A or something?
I think we were 4A.
4A.
And once we became 4A, we had a big thing with Jones. I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
You got any shows coming up, Mr. Michael?
Yeah. Let's start promoting.
Michael Dunn.
We're reaching the end of
Yeah, I got another Life of Laughter show, the rehab show coming up.
this. Whoa!
Tomorrow.
Yeah, no, that's in like 2 weeks. And then
Nice.
I got the Prohibition Lounge, Jennifer Johnson, and then another Bringer show in Tulsa. So
Hell
they
yeah.
asked me to be on the Tulsa Bringer, so I'm pretty excited
Nice.
for that. So I know I'm not going to get a lot of people there, but if I can show up and have a good set, that is
Dude,
what it is.
If you can get people there, that I think it's huge.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
that helps out. I don't know.
yeah. They asked.
I had a good bringer show here in OKC. It hasn't really helped much, but probably it'll help you.
Well, they asked. I did a Bringer show here, and then right after they asked me to do a Bringer show in Tulsa. So
How did the
it's-
bringer show here go?
I had a good set.
Yeah.
I had like 11 people there,
Okay.
but they were like only 7 people put your name.
Whoa, really?
Yeah,
Idiots.
yeah. So I kind of
had-
got fucked over on that.
Oh, fuck! That sucks. And they make it difficult for people to.
They do. They
we
do.
don't gotta talk about this. on the
Yeah,
pod.
yeah.
But yeah.
What
Anyway,
shows you got?
I don't have fucking anything now. After this,
My next thing's in August. I got 4 shows in August.
book me.
That's it.
What are you doing in August?
Yeah. What are you?
Hosting for Catherine Blanford.
Hey,
It's a weekend.
Whoa.
Will Burnson's on that too.
Nice.
Hey.
Hell yeah, that'll be a
But
good show.
July, I had a bunch of stuff in June, and that all got done.
Nice.
So
I got Michael Dunn.
I'm taking
Yeah,
a
it's
big
all
family
Michael Dunn.
vacation at the end of July. So after that, I'm out for like 3 weeks, and then I'll
Hell
be
yeah.
back in August.
Where you
so.
going?
where,
Nice.
bitch?
I'm going to Texas,
Nice.
to Houston for a while
Nice.
for like
Hell
2
yeah.
weeks, and
Nice,
then
yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to convince my wife, like, hey, we should fucking drive here and there, and
Yeah, dude.
hopefully do comedy. But if she's not for it, it's fine.
You going for
I
the Texas
understand.
Rangers?
No, come on, dude. Be
I
the
wish.
big dog. Be the man of the house.
You should go see the Texas
We're
Rangers.
going to comedy.
Fourth in the
Yeah.
AL West.
I'm doing an open mic, and you all are gonna sit in this hotel room until I'm good and ready.
What shows you got, Charlie?
Pretty much, yeah.
Are we promoting the one thing yet?
Oh,
Not yet. We
I
don't have
haven't even
details.
thought about
Okay.
We should sit down with Nick.
Well,
that.
Sunday we are.
Sunday, we're doing that.
Oh, we are?
Sunday.
Check your DM.
Yes, check your
on
DMs, you
Instagram.
fucking asshole. Check the DMs.
I'm going to check
A
it right
Copper
now.
Valhalla
Find-
put a cork
Damn
in
it.
his show is
Find it.
coming.
Oh shit.
Find it.
So,
Find my
Other
DM.
than that, I'm going to Joplin in September.
Dumbass. It's
Fuck
right
yeah.
there.
Joplin, Missouri. My fucking
This
idiot
isn't real.
co-hosts are talking over me
This
while I'm
isn't
sharing these dates. God, I hate you guys.
This isn't real.
found it for me. He goes, "This isn't real."
This isn't real.
I
Go ahead and cancel
Go
me.
ahead and
Go on.
Cancel me.
Go ahead and cancel me.
thanks for having me on, dude. It's
Of
good
course,
to,
dude.
Yeah,
good to
dude.
fucking
It's
talk
long
with you guys.
overdue.
Yeah,
So
dude.
long overdue.
We've talked about having you as a guest for a while, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
for real.
I'm fucking drunk, and we just got defeated by
Dude, it's all good.
Josh, piece of shit, Trillo,
Yeah.
and
I can't
Honestly,
believe you
I
guys
think
all
he got it
lost.
because he's tall.
yeah, he's got that.
I
Going
mean,
for him.
whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like I have the semis. Everyone told me I had the semis, so like whatever. But
Right.
like, I don't know.
We'll get him next time, dude.
We'll get him next time, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not
Cody's
worried
gonna
about
fucking take him down. Cody's gonna put him
Cody
in his place.
will
Oh
take him
yeah,
down.
Cody
Yeah.
is gonna destroy.
Cody
Cody's gonna destroy.
kind of like fronts as like a nice autistic man.
Right.
He's a hateful person.
Really, he's a motherfucker, dude. He's an absolute
He's a very
motherfucker.
hateful person.
Yes.
So, you know, what can you do? But thank
Yes.
you for coming on.
Yes.
We're all big Michael Dunn fans.
Thank you
We
guys,
talk
dude.
about
Yeah.
you often.
I'd love you guys. Dude.
Follow
You guys are
Michael's
great.
socials.
Yeah, I'll put
Follow
it
all
in
that
the
stuff.
episode description. Definitely follow Michael. He's fucking funny.
Hilarious.
He's hilarious. Follow him. Go to his shows. But that's the episode, guys. Thanks for watching.
Comment.
Thanks for listening.
Comment.
Please comment. Please comment. It helps the algorithm. Share the podcast with all your friends. Like, follow, subscribe, all that shit. And we will see you guys next week. Goodbye.